All right, so you want to make $500 a day on Zillow. Cool. I'm going to give you everything you need in this video so you can start doing this today. Here's how we're going to do it. So first and foremost, I'm going to help you for free throughout this entire process. You're going to see later how that's possible. I'm already doing this right now for over 1,000 people. Second of all, we're going to solve an expensive problem. Obviously, it's business, so we got to do that. We're going to deliver the solution to the problem using software because we don't want another day job. We want systems that we build to provide value to the market so that we get paid every single month. If you don't have recurring revenue, you actually don't have a business. We're not going to be doing any cold calls because everybody hates cold calls. We're going to use Zillow. We're not going to spend any money out of pocket. The way this business works, you get cash collected up front. So step one here, if we want to get paid a lot of money, we got to solve an expensive problem. Let's look at the problem that we're currently solving that you will hopefully be able to solve soon as well. All right, so using Zillow, this business is going to be around the real estate niche. You have to understand some very important things first, or none of this is going to matter. If you are a real estate agent or you know a real estate agent, you've probably heard the average commission that folks get is around 10 grand. Google actually gives us a little chart here, depending on the sale price of a home. The median home price right now is a ridiculous $410,000 or so. And the buyer and seller, once it's split, they both get between $11,000 and $12,000. All right, so now we know how much on average a real estate agent makes on a sale. Next, we have to understand what it costs them to actually get that sale. So if we look up how much an average real estate agent pays per month for Zillow leads, this is for people to see their listings on Zillow. The average real estate agent pays between $1,000 and $3,500 a month upfront to advertise their listings on Zillow. We have to understand this stuff first for the delivery side of the business to then make sense. Here's the problem, and here's where we come in with our solution so we can get paid. As of 2026, the average real estate agent misses 40 to 48% of all of their inbound calls because Zillow delivers the phone inquiries as live connections whenever the agents are busy showing homes, in meeting, driving, whatever it is. So we scroll down here and Google literally gives you the financial loss with the average Zillow lead costing between $100 and $300. Simply missing the 28 calls costs you $2,800 to $8,400 a month in wasted ad spend, not including the opportunity cost of the sales you could have gotten from those, which would have been right here, $11,000+ each. I'm not making these numbers up. I'm literally showing them to you. You can look them up yourself. Okay. You have to understand this or nothing else matters. All right. So now you've seen the expensive problem. Now, how do we deliver the solution to this problem where we can make them an extra $10, $20, $30, $40, $50,000+ a month for real now? Those aren't made up numbers. You just solve them. If we stop losing 28 inbound calls and we can turn just 2 of those into sales, that's 20 grand, right? So very conservative numbers on a monthly basis. We're going to set your real estate agent friends up with a fully trained voice AI receptionist that works for them 24/7. And this is not your typical AI voicemail. So this is a video landing page that I've created. Nobody has this, that you will get for free. So you don't have to explain yourself over and over again to a million people. That's not what digital marketing is for. This isn't 1995. People don't want to have sales conversations. People want to educate themselves and decide to buy on their own, and that's what we're going to let them do. I'm going to show you how to get the perfect people to this landing page right after this. We got to cover one thing at a time here. So you can customize it if you want, but you don't have to. This goes through and explains the benefits of this system. There's a very nice professional sales video here that explains it all for them. It gives them the same data that we just went over, but they're already feeling this pain. It even gives them a live calculator to determine the same stuff. Let's say they miss 10 calls a month and the average customer value is 10 grand, which is conservative. Say their close rate was only 5%. So only 5% of the people that called turned into a sale. That's $60,000 a year they're losing at extremely conservative numbers. The sales page continues through here to explain the difference between if they hired a traditional front desk person versus AI, availability, cost, response time. One of the biggest things people don't consider is this system can handle up to 200 simultaneous phone conversations. It doesn't matter how fast you answer the phone. If you're on the phone, you can only talk to one person at a time regardless. You can still lose money even if you answer every single call. There's always an opportunity. We're going to do a live demo here so you can see exactly what each real estate agent's going to experience. You don't have to set any of this stuff up. I've already done it all. It's completely plug and play. There's additional features you can enable like calendar booking. It's fully customizable. So if your prospects do want additional features, you can. It's got live handoff. You can customize the lead qualification questions. It all runs on enterprise grade servers. Security is not a concern. Got our FAQ section in here. Now, last thing before we start the live demo, if they view this on their desktop, it's going to give them these 3 options. They can call the number with their phone. They can scan with their QR code, or they can click the chat bubble here down in the corner. If they view it on mobile, it's going to dynamically change to a tap to call. And they also have the chat widget here in the corner so they can experience the demo as easy as possible, regardless of how they got to your landing page. All right, so let's start the demo so you can see what they're going to experience. The link to access all this stuff is down below. There's obviously going to be more than just a website required for you to make $500 a day. Let's be real. In order for you to do that, I have an entire free school community where everything you need to get your first paying client in 30 days for free is in here. We've got over 1,000 members in here right now. I'm in here every single day answering questions, helping people. I've got daily coaching calls that you can jump on for free. Talk to me face to face live. We've got multiple modules in here for the entire business, beginning to end, all of it absolutely free. And you'll get access to AI Jared, which is exclusive to my school community. That's completely trained on everything from technical setup, marketing, the course content, literally any question you have 24/7, you can ask AI Jared, or you can jump on live calls. When I told you I was going to help you do all this stuff for free, I don't think there's anything more I can possibly do to help you do this for free than everything I've put together here. So I encourage you, please check it out. I know if you watch the video at this point, you're serious about this. So after this, I'm going to show you how to use Zillow to get people here. Let's start.
Hey there, my name is Samantha AI, and I'm a demo voice assistant. If you'd like, I can show you what your callers can experience instead of going to voicemail. Would that work for you?
Yeah, sounds good.
Great. And thanks for taking a moment with me. I'll ask a few quick questions so I can make the demo relevant to your business. Can I start with your name?
Yeah, my name is Jared.
Nice to meet you, Jared. What's the name of your business?
It is Orgeron Realty.
Perfect. Orgeron Realty. Nice. Just so I tailor this right, what does your business focus on? For example, residential home sales, working with buyers and sellers, or something else like investor deals?
We're mostly residential home sales, but we do get some investors here and there.
Got it. A strong residential focus with a few investors sprinkled in. Who do you consider your primary customers day to day? Mostly home buyers, homeowners looking to sell, or a mix of both?
We got a pretty good mix of both, but we're trying to focus on sellers right now.
That's a great focus area. What kind of calls do you get most often from sellers? Things like listing consultations, home valuation questions, or people asking about the selling process?
It's a pretty big mix on all those. I would say it pretty even across the board for new home sellers.
Perfect. That's a nice realistic mix. For the demo, what kind of interaction would you like to hear? For example, we could simulate a homeowner calling to request a listing consultation or someone asking for a home valuation before they decide to sell. Which would you prefer?
Let's do someone calling just to get their house listed.
Perfect. We're going to simulate a homeowner calling because they want to list their house. And the goal is to understand their situation, qualify the opportunity, and see if a listing consultation is the right next step. I'll play the AI receptionist and you'll play the customer. Let's begin. Hello. Thanks for calling Orgeron Realty. My name is Samantha and I'm an AI assistant. How can I help you today?
Hi, Samantha. Yeah, we're just looking to see if we could get some info on getting our house listed for sale.
Absolutely. I can help with that. To get you set up for a listing consultation, what area is the property in? For example, the city or neighborhood?
It is in Orlando, Florida.
Great. Thank you. What type of property is it? Like a single-family home, townhouse, or condo?
It is a single-family home.
Perfect. What's your ideal timeline for getting it on the market? Are you hoping to list as soon as possible, or more like a month or two from now?
We'll try to get it listed as soon as we can.
Got it. Aiming to list as soon as possible. Is the home currently occupied or vacant?
It is vacant at the moment.
Thanks. That's helpful. One more detail so we can prepare properly. Is it move-in ready, or does it need repairs or updates first?
We just got to clean it out, but that's not going to take us too long. It's pretty move-in ready. No repairs.
Perfect. I have everything I need. In a real customer call, I would now check the live calendar and book the appointment based on the customer's availability. Since this is a demonstration, I'll stop short of creating a real appointment. All right, Jared, that wraps up the demonstration. Now, just out of the gate, do you think having me working for you 24 hours a day might save you at least one new customer a month from getting lost to voicemail? Or worse yet, calling a competitor before you get a chance to call them back?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, one.
Totally fair. One saved opportunity can be a big deal in real estate. For a business like yours, what would you say you typically earn in commission from a closed transaction? It doesn't have to be exact. Just a ballpark number is perfect.
We got about 10 grand on a sale.
Got it. Thank you. Our service is $497 a month. So if I helped you generate even one additional closed transaction, that one deal would more than cover the monthly cost. Would that be profitable for you?
If you can make me 10 grand for $497, I would say that's profitable. Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, you know what, Jared? I just had another thought. What if I worked for you completely free for 30 days so we can see if we can get some new customers on the books before you spend anything? Do you feel like that would work for you?
Start for free? Yeah, that would work great.
Awesome. The next step is a quick activation call so we can get everything set up for your business. Let's get that on the calendar. What day and time generally works best for you?
All right, so now what that agent is going to do, it's going to book on your calendar for an activation call, not a sales call. They've already been sold. They already know how much it costs. They already know how much they're going to make. They already know how it works. You don't need to spend more time trying to convince somebody to buy on the phone with you. It's 2026. We don't need to do that anymore. With that said, how do we get these people here? Having a great sales page and a great live demo is awesome, but with no traffic, right, we're still not going to make any money. Also, the 30-day free thing, you don't have to do it that way if you don't want to. It's just that way for the demo. You can run your business however you see fit. So all you got to do, we'll go over to Zillow. We come up here to the top, find an agent, and just click on real estate agents. Put in the city that you're interested in. I use Orlando, Florida in the demo. So just so you can get a scope of like how many agents there are. There's 23,600 agents just in Orlando, Florida, like literally endless. You'll never run out. Okay. And you can do this across the whole country. What you want to do is click on selling because you want agents that have active selling listings. There's some agents listed in here that, they may be licensed, but they haven't done a lot of activity. And the next thing you want to try to look for, these aren't hard rules. You don't have to do it this way, but just my recommendation. There's people that are part of teams and it says team here, and then it says team sales in the last 12 months. And then there's individual agents and it'll just say how many sales. They've had 36 sales in the last 12 months. It's my preference to go for independent agents because a lot of times these large agency teams, they won't have the autonomy a lot of times inside their agencies to implement their own systems. Whereas the independent folks are going to be more like your actual business owners. They'll be more willing to have a conversation about using AI to help them in their business. You can do the team thing if you want, but just telling you, better off going with independent agents. So we'll choose Chris here. Let's see what he's got. He's got 651 current listings in the Orlando area. That's great. No matter which real estate agent you choose, right down here is their cell phone number and their email address. I do not tell any of my students to cold call. I don't recommend cold calling, not because it doesn't work or it can't be done. It's just not easy to do. And there's more effective ways to communicate with people. So here's how we're going to do it. Once you find an agent that you want to reach out to, we're going to use this very simple message template. A name, Chris in this case. My name is whatever. Use your real name, right? You're texting them from your phone here. Okay. We want to be as real, as personable as possible. We're not spamming them. We're not trying to act like some big corporation, like none of that stuff. It's just regular old person to person. Hey, what's up? Saw you had a few listings in Zillow on the city, right? We looked in Orlando, so we put Orlando. I might be able to help you sell some of them a little faster. Here's a link to what I do. Hope your day is going well. Boom. That's a link, your video sales page. Let the sales page do the selling. Let them come here, let them read through, and let them decide if they want this or not. Do not spend your time chasing people trying to market to them to get them to say yes to your offer when you have a sales page that does all the work for you. Spend that time messaging and emailing more real estate agents because you have 3 million of them to choose from. That's going to get you a better ROI. And then on the back end, they will book themselves on your calendar just like the agent guides them to do, or they'll send you a text message back directly asking for more info. Volume negates luck. Use your regular personal email account. Do not try to use a business email for this. Use your regular personal cell phone and send personalized messages. This is not hard and fast. You can customize this as you see fit, but literally this is the whole business. Copy and paste, reach out to real estate agents on Zillow and send them to your landing page so that they can make more money. It literally isn't any more complicated than that. I'm also supporting you with everything in my entire school community. It's all free. Click on the link below. I'll see you on the inside.